Mko tayari? Leo ikiwa ni siku muhimu sana kwa sababu ndio betting sasa inaenda kuiba.
Moto ya bakuli kwa kichwa. Wewe. Unafanya nini hapo wewe?
Nakujia chakula.
Chakula?
Ndio.
Leo nimeona kuwa biashara ya haramu anaendelea huko kwa hiyo hoteli. Nimechua kwa nini bahali besta anaendanga. Kumbe anaingia na barabara ya nyuma anatoka. Nimechua mwisi leo. Nimeshika mwisi redanda kabari. Iltijana kanari. Saa tuje.
Unajua wewe ni nani? Mimi ninaweza nikakugonga sio kuja.
But I will not fail this time. If I take your life, Valentina, my Adriana will have no one else in this world but me.
Get out of my way!
A very good afternoon to you on this 26th day of December, the year 2022. Thank you for choosing us. This is Lunchtime News. I am Nisi Imano, and Lensa Odingo is our sign language interpreter this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Now, a Kisii town-based evangelical church chose to celebrate the festive season with vulnerable widows and widowers hard hit by current economic hardships. The Pentecostal Evangelical Fellowship of Africa, PEFA Church, through its founders, donated foodstuffs and detergents to the less fortunate, also reeling from COVID-19 effects. Beneficiaries of the program challenged the two levels of government and political leaders to visit families at the grassroots with a view to identifying deserving cases for assistance.
Hii project imenisaidia sana kwa sababu sikuwa na chakula ukweli. Mpaka nilikuwa nasema Mungu utaniona kweli, lakini hii kitu imetusaidia kwa sababu hatukukuwa hata na pesa.
Si watoto chakula walikuwa nauliza kwa nyumba tutakula Christmas omena. Lakini nasema wacha tuachie Mungu kukubali kuleta kitu, tutashukuru Mungu.
Lakini kupitia kwa hiki kikundi cha Purity International Ministries kimetuweka pamoja, at least kimetusaidia, tunaweza kutembea vizuri kwa sababu tumekula, hata tuko na mafuta ya kuweza kukaangia mboga, hatungeweza kukua.
All right, we are headed out of studio and into the streets of Nairobi. Yusuf Farah is going to tell us how the streets look today on the 26th of December this year, 2022. Good afternoon, Farah.
Wilson.
Those are live pictures from Moi Avenue, where our reporter Yusuf Farah is currently on standby. We are going to try and get him back. But for now, in line with the Christmas spirit of giving, a school in Makueni has decided to give to the parents and also give back to the community. I beg your pardon, after their immense support. Makueni School, which was one of the top schools in Makueni County in this year's KCP examination, Makueni County organized a swimming pool party for the kids and parents.
In the spirit of giving back to society, Makueni School, a private primary school, organized Christmas surprise to its pupils, parents, and the surrounding community. The school organized a swimming party and later gave the parents Christmas tokens, among them foodstuff.
We've decided to give them Christmas token, at least to celebrate with their family back at home, and at least to get in as a school to help them, so that to have this issue of drought and anger that really affected them.
I'm so excited for the school having opened up the swimming pool and allowed the community to come here and have fun during such an event.
Tunajienjoy siku ya Christmas. Aingekuwa as in shule wangetengeneza swimming pool, hatujui tungekuwa tunaswimu wapi saizi, but tunashukuru.
Meanwhile, kids at Beza Children's Home in Londiani, Kericho County, celebrated Christmas in a different way after Area Member of Parliament Joseph Limo led other well-wishers to the facility, donating foodstuff such as maize and beddings to the facility.
Christmas sio siku ya kusherehekea katika nyumba zetu, ni siku ya kukumbuka wale ambao hawana chochote katika society, katika community yetu, kwa majirani. It is the day to think of other people.
Elsewhere, the government has been asked to intervene and save the street children in order to bring up a morally upright generation in the future, instead of threatening to close children's homes in the country. Speaking in Butere, Kakamega, during a Christmas celebration event as they shared a meal with the children rescued from the streets, the director of the Noah Yele Children's Home, Amina Alfan, said that many children have been helped through children's homes in the country.
Watoto wanatoka jamii zile hazijiwezi kabisa, hata kupata malisho huwa ni shida, na ningeomba tu serikali yetu itilie mkazo kutusaidia ili hao watoto waweze kulelewa vizuri, manake wasiposoma uhalifu unakuwa mwingi.
Ni wasaidiwe wale watoto wanaenda pale, manake kama hawa ni watoto wameanza kukua hapo wakiwa wadogo, hakuna penye wataenda. Utaona chokora watakuwa wengi katika hii Kenya. So ningeomba zisifungwe, kuwekwe tu sheria ya kufuatilia, na at least hao watoto pia waweze kusaidika na serikali.
All right, let's now link up with Yusuf Farah, who is in the streets of Nairobi at Moi Avenue, and he's on standby to join us live. Good afternoon, Farah.
Yes, indeed. A very good afternoon to you, Nisi Imano, and a happy Boxing Day to our viewers of KBC Channel 1. We are coming to you live from the Moi Avenue, where just like 2 hours back we were tracking the traffic situation, during the festive season. As you can see, this Moi Avenue seemingly empty. There is not much of traffic going on. We were able to go to Taifa Road, City Hallway, just right outside the governor's office, where yesterday there was a lot of traffic going on because there was a Christmas tree that was set up there, so people were taking photos and all. But the situation today, as you can see, what you see in Moi Avenue is basically a sort of a replica of most of the traffic situation around here. So I'm going to engage one of the motorists that we found on the road today, just to give us a traffic situation, being a taxi driver, as we had spoken earlier, and just telling us how the situation is. So good afternoon. Asante sana kuongea na sisi uko live KBC. Labda kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Mahmud Muhammad Sabri, I'm taxi driver, nafanya taxi miaka 8. Siku zingine kama sio Christmas tunakuanga na jam sana Nairobi. Leo na jana tumefanya kazi mzuri, hakuna traffic, na tunaomba traffic apunguke inshallah.
Labda kwa sasa ambapo traffic imepungua, ukilinganisha pesa unazopata na leo ziko vipi? Imeongezeka au imepunguka?
Na leo tumepata pesa mingi. Wakati mwingine kama unabeba customer unaingia jam, mara nyingine hata customer unajelewesha, lakini jana na leo tunashukuru Mungu kuna jam. Mombasa Road, Uhuru Highway, nimetoka sahi Sili Mauranga Road, hakuna jam. Sahi niko Jefanji Garden, hakuna jam. Nimeleta mtu town, sahi narudi Sili, na hata airport, nikienda airport hakuna jam. tunashukuru Mungu, na siku zingine tunaomba serikali traffic kwa mingi tufungue jam.
Na labda unaona ikiendelea hivi mpaka lini? Labda utaendelea kutengeza pesa between now and then, ama labda mpaka lini traffic kwa ambayo haijaongezeka?
Unasema?
Nauliza, ukiangalia hii traffic situation vile iko kuanzia leo, jana na leo, unaona itaendelea labda mpaka lini?
Ataendelea. Nimesikia kesho watu watarudi job, lakini inshallah jam ataisha inshallah, lakini hakuna jam sahi jana na leo.
Thank you very much, Mahmoud. Shukran sana. Siku njema. Enjoy your holidays. Well, Nisi Imano, there you have it, a taxi driver rather, just explaining to us the traffic situation here. And as you've heard from him, he's been able to make he's been able to make money from the fact that there's not much of traffic. We also had a chance to look at the few shops that would on other days be open, but today they were closed, of course, owing to the holidays. So we'll keep a track of the traffic situation and we'll be able to file this in our subsequent bulletins. Nisi?
All right, thank you very much, Yusuf Farah. He's in the streets of Nairobi, just checking out how things are going with businesses and traffic, just a day after Christmas Day, December 2022. Now, moving on, Malindi Member of Parliament Amina Mnyanzi is calling on the county government to collaborate and revive the multi-million Kavinya Lalo irrigation in order to address food insecurity in Kilifi County. Speaking in Goshi, Kakayuni ward during the Christmas celebrations with orphans and people with disabilities, the legislature noted that it was unfortunate to see the project, which was launched by former President Mwai Kibaki, is yet to kick off.
Saizi watoto wetu wengi wako manyumbani. Likizo hii ni likizo ndefu sana. Na waomba wazazi wenzangu tuchunge watoto wetu wakiwa manyumbani mwetu. Haiwezekani tuwe umesomesha mtoto mpaka hapa amefika, kisha afanye makosa madogo madogo yenye ambayo yatakuja kumharibia maisha yake. Kila mzazi hapa ako na jukumu, kila mzee hapa ako na jukumu la kuhakikisha kwamba watoto wetu wako sawa sawa. Tunataka watoto wawe focused, tunataka watoto wawe wako na big dream.
And it is now time for our first break, but we'll be back with more news. Do stay with us.
Do you have a news story to share with KBC? Get in touch swiftly on email news@kbc.co.ke or call 0723-892-654 or 0734-780-124.
To get Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 as your skiza tune, dial star 811 star 967 hash.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not in your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6.
To get Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5, dial star 811 star 967 hash. Star 811 star 967 hash.
With Glovo, you have anything you want from your city in your hands. Kama unatamani ugali beef ama fried chicken, order Glovo ujaribu restaurant mpya. Tamu. Kama game inawaka na unataka drinks zaidi, order Glovo ushangilie timu yako. Na kama your little one amemes na diaper zimeisha, order Glovo and save the day. With Glovo unaweza track order yako na kuongea na customer support, which is always available. Download the app and order anything you want from your city. We'll deliver.
Son bandidas, no recuerdo.
me llevan a soñar, bandidas las que un día aprendieron a amar. Bandidas.
Dereva, kutumia simu wakati uko barabarani ni hatari kwako, abiria wako na kwa wengine wote walio barabarani. Wengi wamepoteza maisha yao au kujeruhiwa baada ya kuhusika katika ajali zilizosababishwa na madereva wanaotumia simu. Usiwe mmoja wao. Usalama barabarani unaanza na wewe. Ujumbe huu unaletwa kwako na Kenya National Highways Authority. Quality Highways, Better Connections.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with Lunchtime News. Now, the number of candidates who scored 400 marks and above in this year's Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, KCPE, dropped by 20.36% compared to the previous test, weighed down by lower performance in mathematics and science. Those who scored more than 400 marks in the recent exams have been assured of places in the national schools, and so is the hopeful 13-year-old Dena Pereira from Lake Lorenzo Academy in Nakuru County.
Meet 13-year-old Dena Pereira. For her, no amount of challenge could come between her and the success in the KCPE examinations. Dena, who studied at Lake Lorenzo Academy in Nakuru, scored 409 marks to emerge among the third top girls in the 2022 KCPE examinations in the county.
I'd like to do sciences and maths in high school. Then once I perfect it, I'd also like to study in a good university so that I can become an architect.
The soft-spoken girl said she looks forward to joining Kenya High School as she hopes to be an architect in future. The school head teacher describes her as a focused, dedicated and hardworking pupil despite her humble background.
Most people follow the African traditions and think that women are inferior and women are not able to become anything in this world. But that's not true, because they also have a chance in life. We should treat them equally and treat them like they can do anything, that they're capable.
Dena says she was moved by cases of building collapsing during or immediately after construction and wants to offer help to other professionals and investors in the real estate sector to avert catastrophes, as sketching is one of her many talents.
Because drawing has always been my dream. I've always drawn houses since I was a kid, and I'd really like to become an architect when I grow up, because most females are not in that section of architecture.
Mtoto tangu totoni mwaka anapenda kuchora, nami nikaona wacha nichitoe nikamununulie hizo apparatus za kuchora, ndio nimtie moyo asiwa akihangaika anataka kuchora na anakosa vitu za kutumia.
Tuko na furaha kwa sababu wote walipita. Tukiwa na wa kwanza alikuwa na alama 409. She was very dedicated to her work. So I think that is what it made her to perform well, to get that 409 mark.
And private school in Machakos County yet again took the lead in the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, outshining public schools in the recently released results. The schools include St. John's Baraka Academy, Ali Bird School, St. Anne Joster Academy, Kiandu Bright School, Jonazaria Academy, and Vision Academy.
The journey has not been easy. We were waking up early. The teachers were sacrificing a lot for us, and finally the effort bore fruit, and we are thankful.
I want to give my gratitude to the Almighty for helping me attain this mark, that is 425. I also give thanks to the Baraka community, that is our teachers, the head teacher and the director, for supporting me and believing in me.
For KBC Channel 1, I'm Alvin Kaunda.
Elsewhere, Kenyans marked Christmas Day in style as most trooped to various fan sites across the country to mark the festivities. From parks to recreational facilities to restaurants for food and refreshments, the recreation sites came in handy for many Kenyans who did not travel and chose to make merry by sampling various fan spots.
Camp Ndunda Falls in Embu County was the go-to area for most residents in the county. It is located deep in Njukiri Forest at the slopes of Mount Kenya. Lots of fun nature activities here, such as this wild swing that gets you to challenge your fears. Both the young and the old made merry in the best way they know how.
Tumekuja Kabududa kusherehekea kidogo kidogo sherehe za Christmas hapa na pale, kuleta watoto wajivijali kidogo kidogo tu tumesherehekea.
I come here to enjoy Christmas.
Watu naona wako na furaha tele, watoto wanajivijali pande hii kwingine, wamama wanakunywa masoda kwingine.
The visits by residents here clearly promoting local tourism.
I've really enjoyed the activities around here. I think it will be an example to Kenyans. We should promote our own country.
And I'm surprised that we have got very nice camps here, which are actually not known to most of the people. What I believe is a challenge is the way you advertise the camp. It should be advertised in the local media and also in the international media.
We try to regulate the prices, at least tunapea watu prices zenye affordable.
In Nairobi, Gravity Park too had its fair share of the crowds of merrymakers on its ground. Here, it's all fun games under one roof. Food and refreshments also just an order away.
Na hii Christmas ya this time iko poa kushinda ya last time because at least hii ni better.
Tumekuwa tumezoea sana. At Christmas lazima twende pale ushago tukakae huko. Christmas ni siku moja na inafaa mtu aserekee na watoto wake.
Siku ya leo tumeadjust many things. Tumeleta new bouncing castles and the new trampoline. We can see a trampoline park. We have a trampoline park.
As Kenyans are slowly recovering from the economic shocks occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, such recreational areas, parks and nature trails are just but perhaps the best to relax, bond with families as well as unwind. Kamche Menza for Lunchtime News.
Moving on, leaders in Kirinyaga County have been urged to join hands in nurturing the talents of the youth in the county. Kirinyaga Woman Member of Parliament Jane Njeri, while officiating a talent search exercise, said that supporting the youth would address mental health issues among them.
In one of-a-kind event organized by Kirinyaga University, in front of a panel of judges, youth drawn from various parts of Kirinyaga County assembled at the Corner View grounds to showcase their talents. From dancing to singing, I'm on top of my way. Presiding over the occasion, dubbed Kirinyaga Got Talent in partnership with the Inua Initiative, was Kirinyaga Woman Member of Parliament Jane Njeri. She hailed the initiative, which she said was a great step towards empowering the youth and nurturing young talents, which can be used to provide an alternative source of income.
You find there are very many young people who are earning from talent. We just concluded the World Cup. We saw Kylian Mbappe. We saw Azad from Kenya on TikTok. They're making good money. David Moya. So at the end of the day, I believe that talent is the future of this nation because we can no longer sustain traditional economy jobs.
Njeri added that collaborative efforts by leaders in growing talents among the youth will be key to addressing mental health issues that were on the rise in the country and which had led to indulging in drug and substance abuse.
And I want to ask every leader in Kirinyaga County to ensure that we support young people, because if we do not support the young generation, we will not have a future. And at the end of the day, we must invest in our young people, because talent is the future of this nation and this county.
Trevor Ngendo for Lunchtime News.
Elsewhere, politicians have been urged to keep off the ongoing teachers' recruitment exercise by the Teachers Service Commission. Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education, Migori County Branch Executive Secretary Orwa Jasolo says elected leaders meddling in the recruitment were compromising the exercise. Jasolo claims some leaders are interfering with the process, anticipating it will influence disbursement of Constituency Development Fund bursaries, a move that will deny deserving teachers employment opportunities. At the same time, KUPPET is urging TSC to lay proper structures for the promotion of teachers with diplomas.
We want politicians to keep off employment of teachers. Let us not politicize recruitment of teachers. It is not possible. Even as much as we say that teachers should teach in their localities, we are not saying that members of parliament should come and help us employ them. Can this be done in a free and fair manner like Teacher Service Commission has always done it? Because if we go the politics way, just as they do with the CDF, if you don't come from that particular region, that particular constituency, you will not be employed.
And in Kakamega County, farmers in Shianda are set to benefit from a new initiative geared towards promoting cultivation of traditional vegetables for export to markets beyond the region. This is after a factory was set up to sort and package the indigenous vegetables for export.
The new factory, opened by Aaron Growth Pad Limited in Kakamega County, is purely for the processing of indigenous vegetables.
We start by sorting and plucking. Then after plucking, we do the processing of the drying. And then after processing inside here, we take them out for drying.
African leafy vegetables have a problem with their seasonality, especially dry seasons. Like right now, if you go to a farmer and ask for saga, you won't get saga. But if you come to us, you're going to get saga in dried form, which will still be nutritional.
Vegetables such as managu, simboka and saga are sourced from the Lake Region Economic Bloc and packed for export.
They have a longer shelf life of 1 year. So what you're looking at is a mito that can stay in this tin for 1 year. So if you buy today, be sure you'll have it in your stock until next year, a time like now.
Iron Growth Pad Limited Director James Shikwati said the modern technology is being used to ensure the vegetables have a longer shelf life.
It is more than just a vegetable. We are trying to create that possibility that Kenyans who go out there, they can also establish restaurants and promote Kenyan food.
Shikwati further urged farmers to spare sections of their farms to plant traditional vegetables as a source of generating extra income.
That many of us, especially in rural Western, we rely on maize. Everybody wants to plant maize, but we're just telling them you can set aside a small piece of your land and you can make regular income per month.
Trevor Ngendo for Lunchtime News.
And in sports, Tottenham Hotspurs will be looking forward to secure a win that will see them move to the third place when they take on Brentford at the GTEC Community Stadium this afternoon. Brentford are winless in their past 13 meetings with Tottenham in all competitions, and a win will see them also move to the 6th place.
May has won the first ball. Tony!
On the other hand, Tottenham forward Richarlison will be sidelined for several weeks because of an hamstring problem, while club captain Hugo Lloris will be rested. World Cup winning defender Cristiano Romero is unavailable, while midfielder Rodrigo Bentaka is serving a one-match suspension. In other matches, Crystal Palace host Fulham, Wolves take on Everton, Leicester City play Newcastle, while Southampton host Brighton. Liverpool will travel to take on Aston Villa as Arsenal play West Ham.
And that's all the time we had for Lunchtime News, but more news on our website at www.kbc.co.ke. I am Nisi Imano. Lensa Odingo has been our sign language interpreter. Happy holidays. Good afternoon.
With Glovo, you have anything you want from your city in your hands. Kama unatamani ugali beef ama fried chicken, order Glovo ujaribu restaurant mpya. Tamu kama...
No msichana umekuwa kitext.
Sir, contact ni contact.
Not if you're making it personal.
Jamaa, kila saa ni kunyambisha.
Nini? Suseme. Watajua kwa nini kachumbari haipashwi moto.
Hii ni rescue mission. Kuna police vehicle imechapwa na ID. It's a very simple mission. But stay alert.
Hizi ng'ombe zinachungwa na nani?
With Glovo unaweza track order yako na kuongea na customer support, which is always available. Download the app and order anything you want from your city. We'll deliver.
Son bandidas los recuerdos que me llevan a soñar. Bandidas las que un día aprendieron a amar. Bandidas.
Christmas hoye! Hai, najua pilika zimetanda kote. Hapo ulipo hivi ushajinunulia kama ndrinda, kama ni wigi hii iliyopendeza kama ya Kamche hapa, lakini nakwambia kama mwenye tabia ya kwamba hununulii mtu zawadi, punguza kaka, punguza dada. Jipige mifuko angalau upate $2. Umnunulie mwenzako zawadi msimu huu wa Krismasi. Mimi ni Kamche Menza na kutoka hapa KBC, niruhusu tu nikutakie Krismasi njema na mwaka mpya wenye mafanikio.
Modern India is defined by an incredibly diverse culture, made up of 25 states in 7 territories, with the people speaking 18 major languages and practicing 7 popular religions across the country. This incredible subcontinent lays claim to a vast and varied array of cooking styles, spices, and culinary philosophy. Welcome to the exotic cultural flavors of India. Home to more than 1 billion people, the subcontinent bristles with an eclectic blend of ethnic groups. This translates into an intoxicating cultural and culinary experience that can take a lifetime to discover.
I think I was about 9 years old when I first made chapatis, and they were all shapes and sizes, and they were like biscuits. But my dad ate it because he wanted me to cook, and he said, "Oh, you should learn to cook." So he ate the chapatis and said they were very tasty. So I think from that we encouraged me to start cooking.
Many Indian recipes often include the key ingredient of garam masala. Contrary to popular belief, garam masala is not a spice per se, but rather a combination of 5 or 6 different spices that are often added to dishes to intensify their flavour. The exact spices and quantities in garam masala differs greatly according to region and personal taste. Whole spices are usually ground in a mortar and pestle and blended together. In Hindi, garam masala literally means hot mixture, yet chilies do not feature as one of the key ingredients, and the garam masala blend should be intensely spicy rather than hot. A garam masala mix includes a range of spices. Black or white peppercorns feature commonly, as do cloves, which have a strong and bitter taste and should be used sparingly. Cardamom comes in 2 varieties. Large black cardamom seeds display a strong flavour, while the smaller green cardamom seed is sweeter on the palate. Star anise is always a key ingredient in any masala mix, and it's easily recognisable for its unique shape. The flavour of this exotic spice resembles that of anise, fennel and tarragon. Coriander seeds, which have a lemony citrus flavour when crushed, are often mixed in generous quantities with cumin seeds as part of the spice blend. In the northwest of the country, cinnamon is usually added to garam masala combination. This spice, which is derived from the bark of a tree, is very versatile and can be used in sweet and savoury dishes. Indian bay leaves are always added for their distinctive fragrance and flavour. Commercial mixes of garam masala are available from any supermarket, but anyone with a real sense of adventure will not regret blending their very own. Across India, meats are traditionally roasted in a tandoori oven. For those of you that don't have access to one of these, a barbecue is a very good alternative.
Tandoori meats are first marinated with yogurt and garam masala and ginger and garlic and lemon juice. You can use either prawns or fish or chicken or lamb, and it's cooked very quickly in this hot clay oven, bringing out some very nice moist dishes which are beautifully roasted.
You'll need a few simple ingredients to make a traditional tandoori mixture. Get organised and prepare your paste well in advance so your lamb cutlets can absorb the recipe's exotic and aromatic subtleties, preferably overnight. Add 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste to a medium-sized mixing bowl. Add some of the juice from 1 lemon, then add 1 to 2 tablespoons of your favourite garam masala mix. Around half a teaspoon of red tandoori powder will give the meat its intense red colour once cooked. Scoop in 3 tablespoons of Greek-style yogurt and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now grab a spoon and thoroughly mix all the ingredients together. Your tandoori mixture is now ready to be added to the meat. At this stage, it's a good idea to wear gloves as the tandoori mixture will colour your hands just as well as the meat. Take your lamb cutlets and place them in a large mixing bowl. Scoop 2 teaspoons of ginger and garlic paste over the lamb and add the rest of the lemon juice. Add around 1 teaspoon of chili powder plus a teaspoon of salt and thoroughly massage all these ingredients into the meat. Now add about 6 tablespoons of the tandoori